It's our destiny. We should be in control of it. And I think that's what was said probably all the way along through the native title process. Let's take charge of that.
The negotiations started because the High Court of Australia recommended that we actually start negotiating with the state in 2008, and so that was a really big windfall for us to say that we are the right people for the state government to actually come and work with. And state government then started the negotiations, so GLaWAC went into full practice of getting 10 Aboriginal Gunaikurnai people to come on and be on the negotiation team. They wanted people with all different skills. We wanted people with negotiation skills, knowledge of country and land, and we wanted male and female, and we wanted elders, young people, everyone. So it was very important to actually get the mix right as well. I think too, native title is important because it means that our Gunaikurnai people can actually have a say in how everything is managed, what's going on country. We're starting to get a workforce up, it's economic development, and it means that we're actually moving ahead instead of actually feeling like we don't have any rights to what's going on country.
I thought it was just the right thing to do, to support other people, and then they would support you. We always knew that we were traditional owners. But now this thing came along, like this native title, that my brother was more interested in me, came along, and then said there's benefits in here for Aboriginal people to be recognised as the traditional owners of this land. It's something that wasn't really, we weren't recognised. It took a long time. I went to a lot of meetings. We went to Melbourne to have a lot of meetings with native title services. And after a while it grew on me that there are benefits for Aboriginal people, the traditional owners.
And it was sad learning about it, but it was good to learn about the journey of our past elders and their struggles in surviving. Here it was about health, it was about, our culture, our language. It's about respecting our, protecting and respecting our sites. So we can pass that on and show our younger generations and our grandchildren to come. It's from what Mum and the other elders have talked about is starting to come true.
Yeah, look, I suppose we've come a long way. I sit in the courts as well, and I tell young people, if you have a job, you'll be fine. And that's what you need to do, get a job. And GLaWAC's doing that. They are getting people work, and it can change their lives.
Just working out on country is a healing process for us. Being out there and learning a lot more about the landscape and how to manage it, learning more about where our sites are in these parks and reserves, as well as stuff down to the bush tucker and bush medicine as well. And this is something that we will be teaching our next generation coming through.
I think some of the younger ones today are sort of thinking about their Gunaikurnai and their connection to country and wanting to know more about their culture. So the elders have led the way, and some of them, like my nephew, he talks about how his ancestors are speaking to him when he does his dance and he does his artwork or plays a didge or whatever he's doing. He feels like they're behind him, pushing him along, and I think that's really good too, for them to be proud of who they are, where before that they were always feeling down here, where now you see the guys and everyone standing up, feeling proud, talking about country, how they've been working on the land, and I think that's really important. And they're having a voice and a say in how it's done. That's the main thing for our community.
It's been rewarding, and still learning on this journey, and it's made me very proud of what our past elders have achieved through this struggle, and knowing that we're able to carry this journey and teach our younger generation and on the history and the journey of the struggles that where they've come from to now. And it's given me a lot of pride of what they've done, and hopefully I can do as well as they have done in the past.
I think Gunaikurnai have only been on country for 10 years. We've got to remember that we are only young. We may be ancient in culture and our heritage and everything else, but we are only a young organisation, and it's getting that social change across, because we want to make sure that we are creating a change within the wider community as well as government as well. So we're starting to field our way, look at what our needs are, and seeing where our partners can actually come on board and maybe start working with us to achieve what we think is better for country.
It gives me pride in what we do, and it's something that our people have done for thousands of years before us. So I feel like we're putting back into practice what they've already done.